Hello,
Okay.
welcome to Fins. We got the triple cast, whole bunch of great players, both in game and talking to you guys. It's Lo and AULEX.
Hi.
Hi.
I think Zlo here is going to have a great insight in what happens, both Yama and Deathly, Aeon versus Aeon. I'd like to know Zlo's, what's it called, his opinions on this map, what he thinks about Fins, what are the important things.
I really like this map because there are kind of many styles you can play. You can rush with ACU, make air and hydro, like some build orders with hydro, build orders without hydro, build orders that depend from this reclaim, early reclaim for wreckages. You can also use forest, and
Yes.
also your ACU movement you can choose like few type of behaviors, I guess. You like if you see the Yamadama ACU, you can go to the right and just go
Yes.
to this extractor on the other side, which is and then
Yeah.
there are 3 extractors and you can just move around and constantly deny this 5 extractors that are outside of the enemy base, or you can go also to the hydro, but this can allow to rebuild those extractors.
So what we're seeing is Deathly is going to go on a run. He just went one factory and he's just straight going to get rocks and run across. While Yama is going 3 land factories, a very big clash.
And actually, if you see Deathly, how he reclaiming the 3 rocks without moving really close to the 3rd one, this is good trick. I learned
Yeah, that's a
from.
very long distance.
And
I would've
also, I'm actually, when I'm doing same, I'm not making extractors because it's 12 seconds and I'm just moving really straight line to the enemy base if I want to rush with ACU. And
So Deathly, with this maximum aggression, he's got the light assault bot up on top on the left. He's going to try to go after the engineer. There's an Aurora
yeah,
coming
but
in.
yeah, it's very usual to send light assault bot there.
It's interesting how Deathly is relying a lot on that Hydra. As you can see, a lot of his factories are built around it. So, he's definitely thinking about defending against any push that Yama does with his ACU.
Also, Deathly's got a nice Aurora here for protection. Not much. One thing about Yama I've noticed, he's very defensive. He does do raiding, but it's kind of late.
Yeah, and on his build you already can see he kinda setting up the land spam with his ACU.
Except that this is Benji is going to get an air factory.
And Yama's move command on his ACU, it's going to go straight towards the middle of Deathly's ACU move command is going to go straight towards Yama's base instead of the Hydro, so that'll be interesting.
It's actually very good because Deathly will have to move somewhere around and Yamadama will not really have to make point defense. And also, what I want to say, you can get Hydro and like Deathly get all production around Hydro, and if you're gonna get com rushed, you have to get T1PD anyway, so you can protect your Hydro as well with T1PD then. Not a bad move.
A little nice little thing that Deathly does is he's assisting his ACU with the scout, so he's definitely going to have nice radar coverage around his ACU.
Always good to do that. Yama's way ahead on power because he got that Hydra earlier. And overall, more factories. There's only 2 factories so far for Deathly, and one of them is air and a bomber coming out now.
Yeah, and going to be late air for
it's
Yama.
always easy to see this. The player who is later moving out with ACU from base is really always ahead in score and kind of in
This
production.
ACU really needs to make a big difference. Deathly, much more aggressive, and that ACU needs to do damage. It looks like the 2 ACUs will meet each other as the bomber from Deathly coming in.
If this bomber can kill off all the engineers, that means it'll be really hard for get out some PD.
Interceptor in production.
And it looks like the first bomb is about to drop. Nope, never mind.
Yeah,
It'd be nice
Deathly,
to bomb that interceptor now.
Deathly is not really good at microing interceptors. Like,
And now we can see that
I think
Yama
the
on the right-hand side.
Napalm doing the best job with it. And actually he can bomb Auroras.
Excellent bomb.
Oh, that was
5
nice.
kills.
And now Yama's gonna be pushing Deathly to the other side, so
Oh my
That's
god,
a little bit
free
of a
bombers, free bombers.
That's crazy. That's so aggressive. 6
That's-
kills already on the first one.
And
Second one.
so far, Deathly just have 1 kill on the ACU, and all of the extractors of Yamadama are still alive.
Yeah, Deathly really changed the direction. He's not going to go on the other side and attack from an opposite end.
now that radar has been taken out by that bomber.
Still bombers.
And now Yama has lost all radar coverage, so the only thing he has now are 2 T1 scouts.
I think Deathly's not going to deny a couple of mass extractions.
Oh my
ACU
god,
and a
this
couple,
this bomber doing second pass.
And
I
even
really
more bombers.
I really think that air micro of Yamadama and Deathly is not really good. I mean T1 air micro.
Yeah, they're really not paying that much attention. These bombers should have been dead long time ago. It looks like the bomber for Deathly
and
going to the sides.
That's, yeah, that was really should be expected, because
Yeah, now he's gonna be able to grab that.
I really sure he was planning it, but I think Yamadama is suspecting this. He's sending his interceptors there.
So it's just an attack move. It's Deathly's hoping
I think he targeted the bomber, so we don't see any move.
No more anti-air for civs.
And now Deathly being targeted by a small band of Auroras is gonna force him into the water probably.
Yeah, if they will continue chase, it actually will be good for Deathly, because he can kill some of them.
And now Deathly power stalling quite hard.
Yama pretty aggressive ACU, not taking a couple of mass extractions. He will run into a point defense for Deathly.
Deathly doesn't have massive storage, so his eco is almost perfect.
Yeah, lots and lots of PDs for Deathly though. 750 mass.
Oh, actually his PDs are not in base, which is really interesting, and I not really seen that often when people making PDs not in base.
Well, I saw it. This game I saw on Salt Rock versus Slow, where he made PDs all over the place, and Slow kept on sending his rhinos right into the PDs, and those PDs are getting massive kills. So I think that's why he's doing it.
And now Yama's AC is just going to tank that PD, or he's going to try and reclaim it now, so he's
I
probably
really
gonna lose
think
about
you
half of
should
his health.
just reclaim walls and then continue shooting, because reclaiming PD is really slow.
Well, isn't reclaiming for an ACU slightly faster than the 100 DPS?
There's a kill Aurora for Deathly here. On the bottom is about to kill a mass extractor.
And now Yama's force is just chasing Deathly's ACU, so that's actually a great ACU.
Yeah,
It
now
allows
Yamadama sitting
gonna
on
push forward.
5 extractors, and one of them in the Deathly's base. Deathly's side.
There's a Tech 2 mass extractor for Yama as well.
Oh yeah, it's actually.
And a little bit of a Deathly's really trying to get out air with 2 engineers assisting now.
And he's still bombarding civilians, and engineer already moving this way.
This looks like air control from Yama. He's got plenty of interceptors, but no bombers yet from Yama.
And now another PD being built in Deathly's base, so that's 1,000 mass right there.
I think Yama's ACU here at half health could be in a bit of trouble if there was a couple more Auroras.
And now we see that actually Deathly's getting an upgrade on his ACU. Looks like gun, probably range. And huge force on the left-hand side for Yama, while a huge force on the right-hand side for
But
Deathly,
still,
so.
extractors are denied for.
Yama is, he really needs to grab those 3 in front of his base, but it'll be very difficult.
Yeah, but now he is also would try to deny on the enemy side, but there are already T1 PDs, and he have only 1 T1 artillery with his army.
But what point do you start putting more artillery? I mean, when you're Cybern, I understand you go like 50-50, in
Yeah.
late Tech 1 stage.
And
But
Cybern,
with Aeon,
only Cybern and Seraphim artilleries are good against units. Actually,
Yeah, Lobos
Yamadama
aren't
lost some Auroras on the right against civilian PD. Was expecting Deathly to grab them already.
And that PD on the left-hand side is going to force those Auroras down the middle.
Good
They're
bombing
into
from
another
Yamadama.
PD. Yeah.
Good bombing from Yamadama,
yeah,
bomber 5
kills.
kills.
Yes.
And
that's
now
gonna be a lot of mass left side.
air fight, which Deathly can probably lose.
Oh,
And now
another bomb
Yama's-
off.
Yama's being shot at by a PD now, so he's going to be forced out of the area.
Yeah, really not.
Or going to reclaim it. That's going to be a huge amount of loss, health loss for him. He's
Yeah,
now
but
sitting
he
about
gonna
less
get
than half health.
gonna get at least some mass and
Yeah, he's pretty safe in that position.
not really successful ACU usage from Yamadama, but Deathly
There was-
wasn't really successful as well. He have less than 300 power and trying to upgrade now. He doesn't have production at the moment.
Oh, he's killing his economy. That's
He
true.
trying to capture extractor, but he can't because he doesn't have power. He
And
really
now we
need
see
to.
actually T2 land for Yama now.
He's
Very close air fight.
Deathly trying to get a raider right now in his base. He really need to reclaim forest with every engineer.
It's true, yes.
So
Looks like the civilian expansion with the 450 mass rex from the Tech 2 PD still available for Deathly, so that's going to be a big difference in this one.
yeah, some interceptors actually dying to Auroras, but looks like because Yamadama made a lot of bombers with 13 HP interceptor, Deathly had air control now. More
He needs to use
interceptors
that
in production.
interceptor.
And now that Deathly's finished his gun upgrade on his ACU, that's
Yeah,
going to
both
be
of
really
them.
painful. He's got, I think, one.
Just in time.
He's got both of them.
Oh, he's got
That's
both
going
of
to be
them.
really bad. There's a Tech 2 point defense.
Yeah, just
for
in
Yama,
time, tech 2-point defense.
But
But
still,
if,
that's going to be damage.
Yama's got to scout with that interceptor if he wants to do any damage, really. And now,
Reclaim available for him as well.
Also, should not forget that Yamadama had T2 extractor all this time, but Deathly have the left island.
That's really the difference.
and now he's going to grab the right island once that T2 PD goes down.
But it's
Gets
really
an
easy.
edge
You just send Maul there to the island and checking for the expansion.
Yeah, for us Aeon, it's very.
I
yeah.
mean Spirit, not the Maul.
Yeah, now Deathly is going to be forced back into the water with all these Auroras and
Deathly
that
could
T2
get himself in a
PD.
bit of trouble here.
Actually,
Yeah.
Deathly killing a lot of Auroras, I would say, and
But
he also
26
can
kills.
reclaim.
And those bombers are doing a nice amount of work.
Yeah, both players using bombers now.
Bombers from Yama, 9 kills between those two.
Lots
Deathly-
and lots of mass.
I really think that.
Can
Deathly needs
try
get
to
some
go
baby.
for power storage. Actually, it's near the power, near the extractor.
It's interesting how Yama isn't really building anything out of his air factory. 'Cause
Very
he's gonna
strange position of power storage from Deathly. I think he's asking to get destroyed there.
I think Yamadama doesn't use infinity orders on the air factory. That's why he is not making something for some time. It
The
happens.
blades coming out for Yama. A very aggressive
Actually-
engineer from Yama as well.
Good auroras for the Yamadama near his ACU.
Deathly's
so
gonna
much
have a
reclaim
lot
in
of
this
he's gonna have a lot of reclaim. This is gonna allow him to get T2 land that'll probably be able to contest with the Yamas, especially since he has map control now.
T2 extractor upgrade for Deathly, and we can see he's actually assisting it. He's almost always doing this. Yamadama again got raided with like few auroras, I would say. But
that's been
this
the
ACU
pattern.
is not really in position to do something really great.
The Yama's ACU, I think Deathly's ACU is pretty good. They
Yeah,
can control
He's-
this entire half of the map.
He could actually deny movement of auroras from the left-hand portion. That'll
He should really try to bring at least some units with ACU for safety and deny those 4, 3, 5 extractors that are around the base, because he can't go to the base. There are T2 PDs.
Yeah, he can go all around and maybe go into the pond and attack from the other side. But one thing about Deathly's economy, he's really not focused power at all. He's getting more tech to mass extractors, but he's not adding at all in power generators. So really going to limit him, I think.
Yeah, but if
getting T2 land, yeah.
He uses the trees to his advantage, and he could definitely support himself for a bit of time.
Actually, Yamadama reclaimed most of his trees and probably wasted a lot of power. But his economy is not really bad. T2 engineers, yes. Only thing that Deathly can kill from this is
well, an overcharge on those engines would be nice before he leaves.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna leave. Or a bomber right there, a bomb just smack right there.
He did really well. He forced another PD out of Yamadama.
And actually, Deathly grabbing all the reclaim now, so there's not going to be much for... I'm sorry, Yama's grabbing all the reclaim now, so there's not going to be a lot left.
Yeah,
for,
manual reclaim
Deathly.
with ACU is really good.
Looks like an NG for Deathly snuck into the expansion island, but there's still the tech to point defense still alive on the civilian island.
Yeah, 2 more bombs would have killed it.
3.
Oh, 3, yeah.
So, game is really even, and only thing that Yamadama have kind of bank of his more power that he have.
And very secure base. I mean, those tech to point defenses mean he has a lot of luxury. He can take all his units out, I think, and start attacking.
Yeah, he actually can safely upgrade other extractors to T2. That would be great.
How Yama isn't using his blazes to advantage to kill off the Hydro and those back two factories.
Yeah, actually, it will be really great. They're so fast.
I think Yama is in a position to go on a big attack right now. He's got a lot more units. He just needs to work around the point defense.
But now I see you going to the back.
Yeah,
actually, he may not worry because he have
overcharge. Yeah, that's bleeding a lot of shots.
Yeah,
oh, he overcharged
he
overcharged wreckages.
Oh, and now Yama's ACU, yeah, he's shooting right over it.
I think Deathly, like, you know, he should not overcharge in this position. Because he has so low power.
That's true.
Yeah, this bug with missing Hydra is really strange.
Yeah, but there's a T1 PD, but I think the blazes can kill off a T1 PD.
There's one already there as well.
So Yamadama is about to attack, but T2 PD and construction in Deathly base.
Yeah, now that Yama's not gonna have air, Deathly's gonna be able to use his bombers to a much more fuller extent.
I think this is where bombing that single Arty in this force that Yama's bringing in, if Deathly were to kill that Arty, it would be huge.
Probably this force can actually overrun T1 PD, but T1 PD will do a great job anyway.
And now Deathly's going to be forced back as T2 PD fires upon him and blazes.
Actually, this T2 PD is actually working great for Deathly because Extractor on the right is not denied.
And now that force from Yama is going to be going into the water and probably around.
Yeah,
that,
you just go around
PD.
that point defense and go directly into the base.
And also that T2 PD on the right hand island will be taken out.
Actually, Bomber, T1 Bomber kinda chasing ACU in the water.
Yeah, it'll actually give good visual for...
It's kind of old bug, I don't know.
Just attack
I think the least...
assist the ACU, I think.
The least thing that Deathly want is to be his ACU out of position, and when Yamadama tries to force it back into the water, it's actually what Deathly want, to kill some units with ACU. To get with Terenici.
Yeah.
Just massacring these blazes, this is sad.
Yeah.
A little bit of mass deposit.
Some submarines from Yama here would have been great.
And
actually Blaze survives.
Island to clean up that
expansion. His third point defense here, gonna get himself in trouble. There's a lot of Auroras and Obsidian. This could
This
be
is gonna
bad.
force
He
him.
needs to overcharge. He needs to overcharge that obsidian. Oh, he
Oh,
hit
the
the-
overcharge hits the ground.
Oh my
this is
god.
horrible.
He should die
It
right
looks like
now.
he
Oh
will.
my gosh.
Yeah, he's gonna go down.
Actually,
Yeah,
he
you know
was
that's
about
obsidian.
he was just
Absurd.
about to get side islands.
I think he was. It was good early on to reclaim those T1 PDs, but now with later T2 come. T2
He
tech
really
coming
was in
out,
great position because
Yeah.
he was killing these T1 PDs with his single artillery and getting left island.
Take a risk that he didn't need to take. So I think that was pretty good. We should
Amount
go
of
for
T2
close.
extractors and Yamadama have like half more, half upgraded one, and all his side of the map was secured.
He was in a very good shape.
He just got sniped by land units.
He got snapped by his own ignorance, I think, there. Alright, well, let's see. Let's find another one.
Pietro PM'd me that he had a